muddy puddles. So we're all into autumn, so I'm going to do some tidying up jobs. First one is taking off the ripped old tarpaulin from the failed chicken run. I think I'm going to turn that into either a fruit or a brassica cage, but anyway, tarps will come off to make that look a bit more tidy. That has been irritating me for quite some time. So the plan is there's chicken wire at the front where there wasn't a tarpaulin, but I will extend the chicken wire to cover the entire roof, and then I can either plant fruit in there or I can plant brassica in there. I have a tray of things to plant out as well, so I might get a start on some of that. Everything I planted there is a little bit small, but the cauliflower in particular are about the third or fourth sowing I did. The first lot I put out on the balcony, and the cabbage whites found them there. The second lot I put out on the balcony, and after I thought the cabbage whites had gone, pigeons ate them. And the next lot I did indoors, thinking, well, pigeons and cabbage whites really can't get them, and I didn't want to do that because I didn't want them to get too leggy. But even indoors, somebody must have gone and opened a window or something. I found caterpillars on them and they were decimated. So this is the fourth attempt, and these ones I've grown indoors, so they're a bit leggier than I would like, and they're much smaller than I would like. But we keep trying. We're gardeners, that's what we do. Next job. So here in the chicken run, the hen house, this top door is attached, this back door is attached by hinges here onto this bar. And obviously when I fitted it, I put a screw in each end to put it there and attach those. But what I didn't do is put a second screw in, so that top bar can rotate on those two screws, and that makes this door drop. So over time, as that rotates, this thing catches on the bottom. So what I need to do is make sure this is turned square there, so that closes nicely. Get another screw and put an extra screw in each end. So that should hold that from turning now, which means the door won't drop, which means I won't get so confused when I come in the mornings to check in this door that opens up at the back, why it's catching and won't close again afterwards. Perfect. Next job. Seed saving is an ongoing autumn job. The seed heads I collected, they had started losing their yellow petals, and I could see the wild birds were beginning to get into the edges, so I collected them. They're drying out a bit further before I take the seeds out of the seed heads, but there are plenty still outside for the wild birds, and I'm going to go, next job, to cut some flower heads for the chickens who love them. So I have some sunflowers that have got multi heads like this one, and over here, look at that beauty, lots of multiple heads. So I'm going to hope that they get far enough to produce seed this year, and they are definitely ones that I will be saving seed from. This one looks fairly close to being ready to collect seed from, and that's another multi-head one. But for now, I'm going to collect some that are likely to be some seeds for the chickens to eat. But they really enjoy these sunflower heads. They eat the whole thing. So get some, and also leave plenty. As you can see, it's a massive patch of sunflowers. So I am able to leave loads and loads for the birds, the wild birds. next job, the one we all love, I've got a little bit more time, so a bottle of weeding, little and often. The weeds have got on top of me because after the sheep came in, I was so disheartened I gave up and thought I'll start again in the spring. Things have come back and I really need to do this job. So, as I say, little and often, gloves on, hurry, knife ready. Let's get dug in. You got all three? Very quick break. I've got a visitor. In fact, I've got several visitors. It's very exciting. You alright? Hello! Hello! Oh, you are beautiful. Hello. Hello. You're by far the friendliest, aren't you? Hello, Mossy. Hello, Mossy. Hello. You're covered in cow poo. You're going to be a star too, are you? You want a bit of the action too. Hello. Don't chew it. Don't chew. Well, that was a lovely interlude, but back to it. So that looks much better. Let's go have a look. So now we can see not among the weeds anymore, there are leeks and strawberries. There's the odd bit left behind, but mostly we've got it all. Strawberries and leeks. The grass had grown so thick, I wasn't sure what was a baby leek and what was some bits of grass, but it's looking much better now. I've left down here because that's where that's the last strawberry runner. So down there I can hoe that other side where I was going to put more strawberry runners in as they came in, and then I just hand weed around the leeks there, but that's for another day because I have run out of time. So I think my Wonky garden is going really, really well. So I have started extending it. So I have marked out the edge of this bed, which I was thinking about doing teardrop shape, but it's kind of turned into a kidney. And this is the great thing about being completely free-flowing, is that you can change your mind as you go along. This ended up being much wider circle at this end because I've some mint here, which I will weed, and I've decided to incorporate that into the edge of the bed. So I have been trying to race the rain, and I think I've won. It hasn't started raining yet, but here we go. This is the latest Wonky bed in a kidney shape, which will have a tree at each end. But I am having to turn it over. I have got, I will show you in a minute, some grass, some leaves, fallen leaves as mulch, but they're just going to blow away here. So I'm going to wait for them to mulch down a bit and start to decompose before I put them in. But very kindly, my neighbour on the farm over gave me loads of raspberry and strawberry runners, and I've popped them in here. They're kind of planted a bit wonky because I had to get them in quickly before the rain started. I haven't put raspberry runners here. I've put them in the narrow bit in the centre because here, in the middle of here, I'm going to put a fruit tree, and I don't want to have to fight my way through raspberry canes to harvest whatever fruit I put in there. I haven't ordered anything yet, but I'm going to enjoy doing that this afternoon while it's raining. But yeah, that was so kind. It was amazing. And I've just sprinkled around here, so it's winter now, so they've died back. But these are my Those are wild garlic that have died back. I sowed the seeds that I collected from my home garden. There's some little green bits coming. They will just sit there. I needed the tray to plant my Joe Atherton seeds that Perennial sent me. Where are you? Under this. Yeah. I was going to mulch with these, but it's far too windy, it would just blow away. But this is fallen leaves. But we've invested in a leaf blower and vacuum, and it vacuums up and it mulches, it chops them, it shreds them as it collects them. You see, they're really tiny bits of leaves. They are ideal. It doesn't take very long. It is a bit noisy, so I'm going home. Okay, Dougie, are you ready to be famous? Are you ready to be famous? Right, what you've got to say, Dougie, is thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Can you say that?